What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz here with another Mega Man X Dive event coverage video. This one's going to be a bit different because the X Hunters event is still going on, and I usually don't do this, but I've seen a lot of people complaining about this event, a lot of misinformation being spread about this event, how this event is difficult and everything, you know, all this, that, and the third. So I figured I would make this video to show about the event because it's not as hard as people think it is. Like I said, there's a lot of misinformation about it, and just to kind of show how to clear it quickly. Now, this isn't going to be how to be able to clear it if you're severely underpowered. This is about how to clear it quickly. Now, you might be able to use this to clear it while you're underpowered. However, you might have to burn a few revives in order to do so. So first things first, let's get into the setup that I'm using. Alright, here, so right off the bat, you can see that I am a bit underpowered for this, which isn't that big of a deal, but I'm using my 4-star bit, and 4-star bit is important because this is my bonus unit, and 4-star means he can have 3 cards equipped. So for the skill chips, I'm just using Tracer for this. Actually, I think I'm going to take off Tracer and put on Mobility, because Mobility is probably better for this. You can also make use of Showtime if you want, but I think Mobility is going to be better overall, although I like Tracer for like more generic things. The second skill doesn't matter all that much. I would put Tracer on it if I could, but I can't, so I just put on the power increase. Now for the cards, I'm using Bit's card because he gets a shield when he gets hit, and that is very, very important. I went over this in my setup for the stage, like this setup right here, but I'm going over it again. Hino and Minoto because of the healing once every 5 seconds once I drop below 50% HP. And then the Operator Trio card because this triggers I can trigger the Melee Adaptability 2 passive. Melee Adaptability 3 would be even better, but I don't have this card maxed out, so I'm just going with that. And my Bit card is at max level as well, so I have the 50% damage rather than the, I believe it's like 30 or 40% normally. Alright, now let's look at my weapons. I'm using my 0-star Cannon God because it is a bonus weapon, and that's what I have. I do have the Storm Eagle chip equipped to it. If you don't have Storm Eagle because you missed the event, Boomerang Kawanger is a good option, but again, if you missed the event for that, it's looking slow. Maybe you can get away with Giant Mechanoid or Mao the Giant in that case. And then I'm using my standard saber, my 4-star standard saber, because again, this is what I have it at. And this is a bonus. This is a bonus weapon. Now, I've seen a lot of people saying standard saber is useless for this. It doesn't do anything. Well, yeah, you have to invest into the weapon for it to do something, right? Yeah, that can be said about any weapon, right? Like, if I just run into this with a level 1 weapon, it's not going to do very much because I'll be severely underpowered, and you know, my power will be a lot lower. So this weapon will have a lot of stats to contribute. But for this, I'm using the Sting Chameleon ship. I highly recommend the Sting Chameleon ship for this. You can get away with Mega Scorpio. Mega Scorpio will be very, very good, especially on taking out the blue orbs, because the Mega Scorpio chick, it actually has Slash attribute to it, meaning that if you cause the Shockwave left behind for the sword attack, it counts as a Slash attack, and it can damage the orbs and even get rid of them. So I would recommend that if you don't have Sting Chameleon, but Sting Chameleon is probably the better option. Alright, with all of that out of the way, let's get into the stage. There will not be any commentary in the stage because there's not really much to commentate on other than just, you know, going fast, trying to get to the end as fast as possible and getting all 3 stars. So let's do it. Alright, so that wasn't the cleanest run, but as you can see, I did the stage with not too much difficulty. I did have to use one revive, but that's because of my own mistakes. I ran into some of the orbs. I mistimed some of my abilities so that I got hit with more orbs, or I took too long to kill some enemies, but I still easily made it within the 260 seconds of required to finish the stage. And one of the biggest bits of misinformation I see spread about this is that you only have 220 seconds to clear the stage, but you have 260 seconds to clear the stage. I don't know where 220 is coming from multiple people, but that's more than a time to complete the stage. It's only 40 seconds less than what we usually have as well, as opposed to 300 seconds. But yeah, there's not too much to do this. Like I said, this isn't a guide to show you how to beat the stage if you're underpowered. This just showing you how to do it fast, right? It's not that the stage is hard, it's that you have to approach it differently. It's like speed running. Like if you're playing a game casually versus if you're playing a game while speed running, right? You're just going to run into damage and abuse damage abuses, right? Abuse iframes and things like that if you're trying to speed run something, right? You're not going to take the slow moving platform. That's the safe way, right? As you saw with that one section with the spikes, I just jumped up the wall and I just ate the damage, right? Because I could heal it off later, you know? So you just have to be aware of things like that and just change the way you approach certain stages, because it's not always going to be, you know, just play the game as it was intended. Anyway, hopefully this helps some of you out. If it did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to show your support. Help channel, helps the girl, shows that you enjoying the content. And I will see you guys next time. Later.